Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining me. This is Valerie Gregoire, natural health consultant and herbalist. I just wanted to take a few minutes today to welcome you to the springtime and to encourage you to think about building your health this spring, to really focus on paying attention to the needs of your body, your mind, your spirit, to the food you eat, to the things you do, taking care of your body like you've never been before. Because we've been through a very tough year this past year, and it's going over a year now. And the immense amount of stress, the immense amount of changes, the fear and confusion that we've encountered, all of this became like a heavy cloud upon us. And I know that many of you have gotten off track on your health regime because of this. You haven't been taking care of yourself as well as you should. And perhaps, you've been through so much stress and confusion that you're actually feeling depressed now. And I want to make this a very short video, which is hard for me if anyone knows me, okay? But I just want to focus on the idea of changing directions to build your health. Spring is a wonderful time of year to focus on restoring your health and vitality to your body, your mind, and your spirit. We know that the body's self-healing. We know it's self-regulating, which means that it's always trying to move into balance. It's always trying to restore health and vitality and communication between all the cells. So the natural process of your body is to build your health. But you just need to be online with that. You need to be in agreement and make a commitment to work with your body to help it in that direction. When the body moves out of balance, it will develop a dysfunction in the cells. And then the organs or the tissues of the body, they don't function like they should. And symptoms will develop. You might get aches and pains. You might get fatigue. You can't sleep at night. You might have inflammation levels, blood sugar levels. All of these symptoms are simply telling you that your body has moved out of balance and it needs some help. To restore the health and vitality to the body and to reverse an illness, you cannot focus on the illness. You can't focus on the symptoms. You have to move over your focus to building health and vitality, because the idea is that you make a choice to resonate and align with building health, creating health, raising the vibration of your body and cells to move in the direction of building health rather than putting all your attention and sight on the disease or illness that is weakening you. Now, there's many reasons, or there's some key things that the cells need to function properly. And I'm just going to talk about one today. And if you like this video, let me know, because then I will make more videos to let you know these other points, okay? So let me look at my notes just a second. Okay. The number one thing that inhibits cells from being healthy is that they don't have the building blocks to build healthy cell membranes and to take in nutrients properly, get rid of toxins and elimination. So there's things are missing that the cell needs to function properly. Every day, your body is creating about 300 billion new cells. So just imagine if your diet is unhealthy or your environment's unhealthy, you're breathing in a lot of toxins, you're eating foods that aren't good for you, your stress levels are really high, so you're creating a lot of free radicals in the cells that damage the cell linings, and they're precursors for disease, because if you don't have enough antioxidants, which comes from a healthy diet, you can't counteract the damage done by the free radicals. So imagine 300 billion new cells are being made every day, and they don't have the right environment or the right building blocks. You can understand why over a period of months, you would begin to exhibit symptoms of dysfunction. Your body's saying, whoa, wait a minute, I need some help. Just for instance, okay, when you eat fresh fruits and fresh vine ripened vegetables and fruits, okay, they have within them something called glyconutrients. They're a special sugar that the plant itself makes. Well, the body uses glyconutrients combined with proteins to carry hormones across the cell lining for your hormones to tell your body what to do. But if you are not eating enough fresh fruits and vegetables, and particularly vine ripened fruits and vegetables, okay, because they have a higher natural sugar content, and this is, remember, the good sugars, the glyconutrients. If you're not eating that and you're eating more foods with white sugar, processed sugars in them, your body has no choice but to use the processed sugar in the process of making a glyconutrient. They're going to combine the white sugar with the protein instead of the good sugars with the protein. And then this interferes with the ability of those hormones to get across the cell lining. So substituting fake food instead of real food causes cellular communication problems, causes hormonal imbalances. So that's just one absolutely great reason why we want to eliminate white flour, white sugar, junk food, processed foods out of the diet and start bringing in healthy, natural foods, organic, non-GMO, organic whenever possible, non-GMO, preferably, 90% of the time, because you don't want vegetables that are sprayed with something like Roundup, okay? Because that contains a chemical that glyphosate, it's called. Glyphosates are in the Roundup, and that actually damages and injures your intestinal lining and your stomach lining. So over time, it can create the inflammation that people often think of as a gluten intolerance can actually be related to the fact that the wheat products that they're eating have been sprayed with these glycophosphates, and now the intestinal tract gets inflamed, and it's not really the wheat that's getting the wheat's getting the bad rap, but it's really those chemicals. When you choose non-GMO foods, you're not going to run into that problem. And a second thing that I just mentioned, okay, essential fatty acids. The good fatty acids, and you're most familiar with probably fish oil, okay, but they're also in almonds and walnuts and seeds and nuts and different types of fatty fishes, okay? We need those essential fatty acids in our diet. That's why the word essential is in front of them. But if you, instead of are eating a diet that has naturally occurring essential fatty acids, instead you're eating a diet with a lot of trans fat or hydrogenated fats and fried foods, like fast food French fries, okay? Then your cells get the wrong type of fatty acids for their cellular lining. And when the cellular lining doesn't have the right kind of fatty acid, your cells are very susceptible to viruses, because a virus enters the cell through the cell lining and it actually injects some of its own DNA into the cell. But like, if you can imagine that the virus is like a little mosquito sitting on your skin cell, if you have a nice, healthy cell lining from the essential fatty acids and none of the bad stuff, okay, you have a good resistance to this virus. But if your cell lining's made from crap, basically, okay, then you're going to be real susceptible and the virus can easily penetrate your cells. Those same fatty acids a lack of them could cause dry eyes or dry skin or constipation with the dryness in the bowel, because fatty acids help the cell membrane to hold the water into the cell. So when you have a lack of fatty acids, then the cell membrane doesn't hold the moisture properly, and you get dry eyes, dry skin, dry colon. You're going to be more prone to irritations of the skin, like eczema, psoriasis, things like that. So you can see why it's really, really important to think about the food you're eating, to become a conscious eater this springtime, okay? To me, conscious eating is what it's all about. I think about the quality of the food I eat. I think about, where does it come from? Is it grown by people that care about the soil, care about their employees, care about the value of the plant itself? If you're eating animal products, do they raise their animals with love, care, and respect? Okay. I don't want to eat any meats from a big commercial farm where the animals are treated inhumanely, because besides the fact that it's just plain not nice, okay, and not good, these animals are going to hold the vibration of their stress and their unhappiness and the cruelty that they're around. It's going to be in their tissues. And so when you eat that food, you absorb the vibration of where the animals were raised. So it's very important to, like, eggs are wonderful, healthy food, but get them free range, organic, non-GMO, and preferably from farmers that have smaller farms that you can be assured that they're taking care of the chickens and raising them, and they're getting lots of sunshine. So it's just one step at a time, everybody, okay? One step at a time. First step, make a choice. I'm going to choose to be conscious of what I put into my body. I'm going to be conscious of the thoughts that I dwell on. I'm going to be conscious of where my heart dwells. I'm going to take care of my three treasures: the body, the mind, and the spirit. And when I choose my food, I'm going to choose food that has a high frequency and resonates with love and joy and peace and good things. And I'm going to put that in my body, because I'm going to tell my body to build health and vitality. We can reverse illness and disease, okay? And you can always move in a transformation towards wellness rather than destruction, okay? So I don't want to take up any more time. I want to keep this short. I want to thank you so much for joining me, and I look forward to talking to you more about these things. Happy springtime. Bye.